Last week on Thursday Night Therapy, our heroes battled a brazen beer-burgling boa. A colossal bolt of lightning shot out from the creature's face, but after the initial shock, it was realized the damage was not quite as severe as it first seemed. The creature was promptly smushed by Lani. After a brief conversation with Rickety concerning the creature's origin, business continued as usual at the Squib-Yard. As evening approached, our party joined the commune for some food and light entertainment in the common house. The following day, the heat had not let up, and another sweaty, sweltering day was enjoyed, until later in the afternoon the sky was filled with a mass of what appeared to be a flock of birds, accompanied by an ominous buzzing. As it neared, it became clear that this was in fact a swarm of giant wasp-like insects. Swooping down, they began snapping and stinging at the fleeing dock workers, and of course our heroes stepped up to aid those who had not been able to find cover in time. With surprising efficiency and teamwork, our crew swatted the creatures aside while receiving minimal damage. As they stood in the aftermath and aftershock of the attack, distracted by the wounded workers around them, a ship silently entered the cove unnoticed. The Chelish galleon. As a number of its crew boarded a rowboat and set out for the dockside, panic suddenly spread amongst Rickety and his workers. A second ship entering the cove uninvited was not normal procedure. Who was this intruder, and what were his intentions? That's what we're going to pick up this week.
All of the crew have a hold order. Just thought I'd point that out.
I remember.
I'm very glad.
So, as I said, this figure in the blue coat is now stood on the dock. His men almost in a circle around him. And on both sides, theirs and yours, there is a palpable tension. Hands are clutched onto cutlass grips, and eyes are darting left and right. While you're all stood there, could I ask you all for a history check, please?
History.
That's not one we get very often.
15 for me. 6 for me.
10. For me.
11 from me.
Okay, for all of you, this blue greatcoat you can see, this obviously has the stylings of a military uniform. But for those of you aware of Chelish fashion, this is not the same at all. And Desi, I'm going to say that you recognize, or I think you think you recognize this style of coat as being Andorran.
Andorran?
Yeah. It's a country to the northeast on the North Continent. It's a country famous for their feelings about liberty and freedom. It's generally quite a nice place to live, and within this country they have an order of soldiers they call the Eagle Knights. And you think this jacket matches that quite nicely.
Okay. So, okay, as we're standing off, I will kind of gesture towards him with me harpoon. Then, oi!
What kind of gesture?
Just kind of like pointing towards them, as like just to make it clear that I'm addressing them, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then, oi! You fuckers seem a bit far from home, don't you? What you called again? The, what was it? Sparrow Knights or something?
You see a small grin on the face of the man in the blue coat. You notice now he's carrying a great sword, actually. A large two-handed sword with a golden eagle-like hilt. And you actually catch him glance over to the dry dock where your ship is currently being refitted. And again, there's a slight grin.
Well, apparently he finds something funny.
With that, he you see him relax slightly, and then actually, he doesn't put down the sword, but he's holding it like, not in an aggressive fashion, it's just almost behind him. And he raises his other hand, showing that it's empty. Seems we're in a little bit of bother here. We didn't mean to intrude. With that, Rickety kind of steps forwards. He's like, didn't you see the flag? You're not supposed to come in if the flag's up. And the man replies, Rickety, I'm fully aware of your procedures, but I assure you, no flag was raised, and we believed that the dock was empty, thus we sailed upon in. But as I said, it was an honest mistake. We did not mean to intrude.
Who forgot to run the bloody flag up?
I think it was me.
Rickety, you see him pointing towards the coast, kind of like the point that sticks out that you would have passed around to enter this cove. He points up there, and you can just make out, hidden amongst the trees, this wooden tower. He's like, the tower's up there! Lyle should have raised the flag! Oh, something's probably happened to him. And then he looks at you almost in horror. Oh, maybe one of the wasps got him.
That would be my guess, yeah.
Or a snake.
Or a snake.
Or a snake.
Well, then we have a situation, don't we?
Then we got a few situations. So what's your business?
Well, he turns and gestures to the ship behind him. I've recently come into the possession of a fine challenged galleon, which I would understandably like to have squibbed. It's usually the reason people come here.
Usual reasons don't always pertain to every single customer, shall we say.
So look at our boat. How much has been changed, or is it literally just stuff's been taken off it?
They've not really had time to start adding stuff. It's basically they spent the first day basically taking everything off.
Okay.
So they've a little bit of work has now started on it, but it's not recognisable as the final ship will look like.
Okay. Dev will put his rapier away and kind of take a step forward and say, "Alright, so it's not an ideal situation. Obviously, the flag boy's gone missing or something, so no harm done. Ship's not been changed much yet. Why don't you lot go back out to sea, sail around the island a little bit, and wait until someone comes get you?"
We could do this. Not a problem. As I said, I have no direct business with you, and this was an honest mistake. And I mean, to be fair, you're obviously worried about me recognizing your ship, but he turns back to his again. Clearly, you have all seen mine now. If anything, you know more about my ship than I do about yours.
Well, we see it now, but it'll look different after we've left and you've had your turn. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
slightly more concerned with having anyone else on the island that we're not entirely familiar with.
Can you repeat that, please?
So I'm more concerned with us having people on the island that we're not entirely familiar with.
Well, with any luck, bruv, we're going to be selling our piece of junk fairly soon. And we'll have something completely different.
Hey, Lanny, help me down, would you?
Yeah, here we go. Come on, Torrin.
Getting off the fucking roof, and I'm gonna walk towards the dock. But I'm just gonna stop, sort of there.
I mean, this is Rickety's place. What do you say, Rickety? What's the best way to do this?
Well, he's gonna have to leave unless you allow him to stay, but, I mean, I guess you're just gonna have to trust each other not to reveal any secrets that you might have witnessed today.
Well, how about... You seem to have identified yourself as the leader of your crew.
You are quite right. He actually hands his greatsword to one of the sailors beside him, and then he actually walks between them and starts approaching you with his hands raised to show that he has no intent.
I will, in turn, stow the diamond that was in my pocket, or in my hand rather, and sort of raise my hands as well, so that I am unarmed.
Okay. So as he steps towards you, you realise he does have a peg leg, actually. But he has a warm smile on his face, and as he reaches you, he actually extends his hand towards you. Captain Merrill Pegsworthy is my name.
Merrill Pegsworthy?
Indeed. Lanny, he also offers you a hand.
Takes this small hand. I guess he's human. Does he look?
Yep.
Yeah, takes his small hand, reaches down and says, "Well, good to meet you, Captain. I am Captain Skullcrusher." But
Captain Skullcrusher, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I'll extend a hand and say, Miss Blackheart, an associate of the captain here.
Miss Blackheart? So,
can I insight check
here? Yep, what would you like to insight check?
Does he seem sincere? Does he seem like this is an honest mistake? Is this just a simple, oh, the flag wasn't up, really sorry, kind of thing? Or is he trying to hide something?
Okay. Make an insight check.
A 6.
Oh.
Not my best skill, I will admit.
Yeah. So I don't know what to say about that. I think you just perceive things as they appear to be on the surface.
Yep, I'm not getting any other underlying read.
He appears friendly, and he... yeah, I can't really tell you anymore.
That's fair. That's fair.
So it looks like we got off on the wrong foot here. As I said, honest mistake, and please, you have nothing to fear. I am a man of my word, and I will keep your secrets safe, as I trust you will keep mine. He glances over to the ship again, and you see him considering. And then he eventually says, "Please don't think it too forward of me, but we happen to... we come from the Firegrass Isles, and we met Captain Harrigan there. There was speak amongst his crew that they had captured a merchant ship, Rahadumi. And you can see him now looking at you, trying to judge your reaction to what he's saying."
Oh, shit. My
please.
reaction would not be good.
Out
Hearing the word Harrigan.
of character, we could just be honest with this guy and say, yeah, his second in command basically screwed him over and tried to steal his ship, so we killed him.
You just said that out of character, didn't you?
Yeah, I said that out of character. Otherwise, I would have had a bad accent.
I mean that's kind of fair. I mean we
Stop!
we don't get to
No
have
more
this discussion.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair.
Lanny will turn to him and he will say, "So, did you know Harrigan well?"
I know him fairly well, but rest assured, he's no friend of mine. I heard through my crew that the captured ship was supposed to be heading north to Port Peril, but the fact that it's here makes me assume that, well, other plans have been made.
So, you are, don't mind me saying, of the pirating nature as well?
Oh, technically, yes. I am what you would call a pirate. Wasn't always, but I now live in the Shackles and spend my days here. I have a number of ships. This is now my 4th.
Well, I think the others will agree with me. We'll be pretty honest with you. I think we had a few issues, and the plan still goes ahead to carry on with what Harrigan tasked for, but just a bit behind schedule.
Can I have a bluff?
Deception.
A deception? Fuck's sake. Pathfinder.
There's always an analog. Oh dear.
That would be
I will secretly roll.
Maybe the person with proficiency in deception might have had a better idea. But fuck it.
You see a soft smile break out in his face and said, "Please, I was very sincere when I just said Harrigan is absolutely no friend of mine. If you have decided to steal one of his ships, then, well, if anything, this is cause for amusement. Nothing more."
Insight check. Is he
Sure.
is he bullshitting us with that one? It's all very well saying, "Oh yes, I don't like him very much," but you know.
Go on then.
24.
Oh, okay.
That's better.
As you see him speak the words and say the name Harrigan, you can quite clearly tell by the expression of his face as those words leave his mouth that he seems very sincere and that Harrigan is not a person that he likes very much at all.
He does appear to be on the up and up. But still, the enemy of my enemy and all that, just because he doesn't like Harrigan doesn't mean he won't go run into him, giving him details about what he might have seen here.
What reason would I have to?
I don't know. Money? Favour? Shits and giggles.
Please, Harrigan is not the kind of man I like to do business with.
And what type of people do you like to do business with, if I may ask?
Well, people I can trust. I mean, I may be a pirate, but I wasn't always, and I like to think I still live my life following a certain code. There is such a thing as honor in this world, and I believe in that very deeply. So as I said, I like to do business with those I can trust. Trust is often hard to find, and is very valuable indeed.
Yeah, I can get on board with that.
And Harrigan I do not trust. Mostly because he can be somewhat unpredictable at times.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, we've seen that.
What do you know of Harrigan's crew? Have you had any dealings with any of them personally?
Personally, not very much, but I must say this is probably because most of his crew have been with him maybe 2 years at most.
Are there
Aside
any
from a handful.
names that you may recognise or remember?
I think the only crew that survived the attack were his, well, mistress is the wrong word. Longfarthing is her name. Magical user. I believe a couple more of his officers. Habley was his name, I believe. And the cook, I believe. And with that, he actually looks over, and back at the house is the owlbear standing. And he points, and he's like, oh. And, of course, the owlbear. Who could forget?
Yeah. Friend of ours now.
I see.
And so is the cook.
He is here with you?
Indeed he is.
Oh, good man. He has made it off the ship. I'm very curious, if I must ask, how was it that you came to be on board Harrigan's ship?
Do you have memory of the first mates at all? Gunter, Plug.
I heard possibly something about this man, but as I said, most of his crew were new and had been with him less than 2 years at most, year and a half maybe. And I believe his first mate was one of the new crew to join him then.
Let's see. And the magic user. Do you remember her first name at all?
Something like Pepper or something. Peppery. Something to do with pepper. Those two have been together quite a while, I believe.
And I'm looking at Lani and Dez and Devvie. Just a brief glance to each of them as I know I'm telling part of our backstory to this person, but there is a look to all of you. We had some dealings, and we took the ship under Harrigan's command and were sent to sell it on and regroup with him later on. We were under the command of the first mate, who then became Captain Plug, as he decided to break ranks from Harrigan and go into business for himself.
He raises his eyebrow and questions this. You're saying his first mate was the one to initially decide to flee with his ship?
Aye. But, we took the initiative, shall we say, and maybe I coerced my way into a better position on the ship. gaining trust and gaining favor. And eventually, when it became very clear that he had plans for a couple of our group,
Aye.
we took action. And Plug's officers are gone. His magic-using whore is dead. And he himself, well, he wishes so, as he is currently chained and bound in the belly of their ship over there.
He does glance over to the ship. Nods.
He put us in a position that we were not entirely comfortable with, so we dealt with it.
Seems quite understandable.
Yes, well. This is all very nice, but we've got something of a schedule to keep, and see, you have as well.
Of course.
But it's been, I have to say though, it's been nice meeting someone on these waters of a reasonable disposition. So far, everyone we've encountered has been a bit of a dick.
Oh, well, a lot of the pirates here tend to have that reputation. They are pirates after all, but we're not all so bad.
No, it seemed not. It's been lovely to meet your acquaintance.
Yours too. I did not catch your name.
Oh, my apologies. I am Dev McCrae, and this is my brother Des.
McCrae.
That name ring a bell at all?
Possibly.
Just gonna shoot my brother a look.
So, good. I shall take my men and leave. If you're happy for me to do so, is there any other way that I can gain your trust a little bit before I leave? Anything I can say to reassure you?
Trust is a bit of a rare commodity out here. Now, we have just met. So it is, we're doing, we feel that we're being quite nice in not trying to kill you immediately and letting you go off by yourselves. However, I should point out that if we do find out that you have divulged any of our information to anybody else, we will come after you, and it won't be pleasant.
But also, and I'm going to step forward as I see Des beginning his thug spiel. We do also appreciate the fact that you have not come in here swinging swords and shouting orders and allowing this parley to take place.
Nods again.
I am interested to know, of course, if you would like to tell me, where it is that you do call home. Should
of course
we come your way and want to give you the benefit of foresight if we are headed in your direction.
Of course. My home port is at Goat's Head on the Firegrass Isles.
Goat's Head.
The port is called Goat's Head. It is found on the Firegrass Isles. You see him looking into your faces again, possibly recognizing a little bit of uncertainty. It's a couple of days west from here. If you're passing by, you're welcome any time. I can be very hospitable.
I'm going to give him a smile and sort of lightly touch his arms. Oh, I don't doubt that. That's, I don't know whether we'll be heading over there anytime soon. Is there a way that we could contact you if we are coming your way?
Oh, I'd be easy enough to find. I have, 4 ships now, and at least one of them is usually in port. Simply asking one of my men will lead you to me.
And what might those ships' names be so I can recognise them?
Ships are called... I'm just looking for the names.
Apologise if I've stumped you.
No, it's okay. I'm just trying to read through this text and find where the actual ships are listed. Where the hell is it?
You can come back to it if you want.
Yeah, I literally... it was definitely here. I remember reading them. Okay, hang on. Let me look in the PDF. It'll be in there. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I mean, like I say, we can move on if you want, and you can send it to in a message later or something.
No,
Just
broke
assume that
DM.
Wrote the DM.
Do we need to,
if I don't...
wind you up again?
Reboot
Quick,
it.
someone find the key.
I'm just frantically trying to click through this PDF to find the right page.
Sean's like one of those old music boxes where you got to wind it up every few months.
Blah, 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 blah. So, blah, blah, blah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Okay.
Bum, 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 bum.
His ships are called the Bonaventure, the Drail, and the Hound.
Okay.
And his 4th ship is of course, the Chelish Garlean behind you, which is currently called the Strix.
Strix.
Yeah. It's his current name, but you can assume it would be changed.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
As I said, at least one of my ships is usually there. Ask one of my men and I will be fetched. Assuming I'm in port, of course.
That is a...
But if not, I shall... I can tell my officers that you may be passing by.
Forgive us, we don't have a ship name or colours to preempt our visit with. We are in a delicate position, shall we say.
He gestures to Lani and says, "You have a very recognisable captain, though. Skull Crusher, was it not?"
Sure they'll recognise
What was that?
me. Yeah, I'm sure they'll recognise me. Maybe.
We do very much appreciate it. But there is something to be said for some mutual trust. Why don't you speak to Rickety and we'll leave the decision to him whether you or your men can stay. This seems to be the beginning of a a fruitful relationship between us all. I wonder if you could maybe stay a while we're fitted and let your men relax a little. What do you say?
He kind of shrugs to that, looking... He actually kind of shrugs and now looks to your comrades to see how they react to what you just said.
I mean, I'm alright with it if everyone else is. Chances are we're not going to be in this boat for much longer. Things go our way.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I would like it known that if anything goes sideways, then I will not hesitate to resort to violence.
That's standard
Fair enough.
practice.
I wouldn't expect anything less. Well, if that's the case, then I shall let my men know. I shall instruct them to mostly stay on the ship while we're here, but perhaps we could have a drink and a chat. Get to know each other a little bit better, yes?
I will say this, an old gesture to the giant wasps lying around. I mean, it's been a couple of attacks by strange creatures the last few days. So don't relax too much. Just keep an eye out, right? We don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah, do send word to your men to keep themselves armed and ready on the ship. This is... Yeah, this is a thing.
It's not quite the holiday we were hoping for, let's put it that way.
Monsters in the sky, monsters in the water, and
It's on land.
and if you look at Des over there, we definitely got a monster on land. So
Just smile.
let them know to be prepared.
Okay. I shall do that. Thank you. And he turns and walks back to his men, and you can see them discussing. At that point, you hear Rickety. He kind of gestures for you to come a little bit closer, so that he can have a word with you all.
Do so.
Yep.
Right, I just wanted to say I saw what happened here, and I saw you helping a number of my workers, and your crew did the same, so just to show that I'm grateful for that you sticking your neck out when you didn't really have to, I'm going to knock 500 gold off of the price as a show of my gratitude.
That's very nice of you. Thank you very much,
generous.
Rickety.
Now, I would ask one further favour of you, though, as part of this.
Huh?
Well, as I said, you should have had a flag raised. Lyle up there in the tower hasn't done it, and now I'm worried that something has happened to him.
Oh, we need to go and check out your flag, boy. Don't worry, we'll sort it out.
Consider it done,
much.
Mr. Rickety.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed.
So,
You've been gracious enough. We'll certainly help you out with this. Go and have a look.
is there anything
Thank you.
dangerous between here and there that we should know about on the way?
Oh, not... Well, usually not at all, but... there's a few... Occasionally a jungle cat, but not usually this close to the coast, and maybe some pigs. That's mostly what we find around here. Monkeys.
Well, we'll head out and, if we don't encounter any monstrosities, then wonderful. Do you want us to bring back some of those pigs you were mentioning? Need food?
Well, that's not what I'm sending you up there for, but if you happen to find one, then
Yeah.
why not?
I could go in a nice hog roast right about now.
Lovely. Right, I'll go get your money ready for when you come back. And I need to sort this place out. Oh, God. And you can see him looking around at some of the injured workers who are being attended to.
Rickety, I'm sure if you talk to Mr. Croup, our chef, he might be able to get our good friend the owlbear to help out, get rid of some of these giant wasps or whatever they are. So,
All
quite
right,
strong.
aye, okay. Oh, aye, okay. I'll sort that out.
I've just got one more thing I might just see. Hold on. Lanny steps up back onto the deck and shouts across to the other captain, Captain Pegsworthy.
Yes.
You're saying about trust and all that. Would you and maybe one or two of your guys like to join us and try to sort this flag situation out?
Flag situation?
Yeah, Mr. Rickety has said that the flag obviously should have been raised, and his man, Lyle, I think it was not put that flag up. So we're going to go and have a look for him. See.
Oh, I see.
Got it right.
You know what? What better way to earn your trust than to walk side by side with you? A good idea.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that. We do.
I would, of course, like to take something with me, if you don't mind. You see him walk back.
Of course.
And retake his greatsword.
As he's moving back, I'll just whisper to Lanny, should I tell the crew to stand down? Looking over my shoulder and seeing all of the crew still sort of weapons raised and ready for a fight, waiting for orders.
I think we'll be okay now, yeah. You do that, Miss Blackheart, yeah.
Hi, Captain, with a little wink. I'll just cast Thaumaturgy and make my voice much louder. Stand down! This gentleman and his crew are allies of ours. Do make them feel welcome. Captain Pegsworthy and his crew should be treated with respect. Do you understand?
Aye, Lady Blackheart.
At ease. And I'll turn back. Sort of let them disperse and do their own thing.
Okay.
It's quite fun doing this whole crew thing, isn't it, Lanny?
Just getting into it now. Yeah. I just guidance every now and again, but it's all good.
We're getting there.
Shall we set off then?
Yep, Pegsworthy has ordered his men. They all seem to be climbing back into the rowboat, and he walks alone up to you. Right, were you planning to be heading off immediately?
Yeah. Let's sort this out, and then we can come back and have a drink, I think.
Of course.
Let's be off.
Aye, Captain.
Okay.
So is there anything else you want to do before you leave?
I would want to very quickly talk to the owlbear
Okay.
and let him know that we're going somewhere, and to please not kill the crew. And then also sort of reaffirm to him, Croup is your friend. Listen to Croup. And then tell Croup, for the love of God, don't let the owlbear kill things.
Okay.
Before we leave, I am going to make sure that the steadfast.
Sorry,
grapple
one sec.
is on the.
Okay. Noted. Torrin, I was just going to say, after talking to the owlbear,
Yes.
And returning, you see Pegsworthy. Actually, give me an insight check, please.
Insight check. That would be a 3.
Okay.
I'm not doing very well today.
You just notice him like shaking his head slightly, and he just says, oh, "Poor fellow." Right. I'm ready when you are.
Yeah.
Captain, boys, are we ready?
Always.
Yep. Ready? Do it.
Okay.
Pegsworthy, did you say that you were bringing some of your men with you?
No, I didn't deem it necessary. Besides, I thought it would prove how willing I am to exchange trust with you. Trusting the 4 of you not to attack me when I'm alone and out of sight of my men.
Don't you worry.
We appreciate the trust.
Excellent. So, Rickety gives you a heading to the north. Now, the point that you're trying to get to is basically like on the end of a dog's leg, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to actually have to head north and then like curve around and then eventually be heading south again.
Right.
To actually get where you need to go. And as you leave the village, there is a path for a certain way, and then the path starts to become less walked, and eventually you're in jungle.
So
I will
with-
mention that I would have poofed Zima out and then back into my coat
Okay.
because she was sat on the mast over here,
Okay.
which she was okay.
So as you start to go on then.
Sorry, I was about to say. So if I understood correctly, we've got to look out for pigs, monkeys, wasps, and giant snakes with women faces. Is that about right?
Oh. Anything
much,
that looks
yeah.
hostile, yeah.
At this point, unless it's us or this Lyle guy, we kill it.
Right. Simple enough.
You actually saw a naga?
It
See
it
that
would appear so.
smoking aisle over there? That was a naga, we believe.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, big nasty thing. Shot lightning out of its face. Have you you seen them before?
I've not really had much to do with them, but I am aware of them. And
Be thankful you haven't had much to do with them because, ooh, they're an ugly fuck.
well, you don't get them out at sea, so I've been quite lucky up till now.
Yeah, well, we met that one in the sea, so that might change. Although, going by what they've been telling us, they actually live in the jungle, so I'll keep an eye out if I were you.
Well, that was my understanding also, that they live deeper into the jungles.
Yeah, would appear it's come down river and was looking for something to eat, or just got bored, or something pushed it out. I honestly, it's a whole new world to me.
Well, considering that we met one thing is have its natural habitat, then we got attacked by a swarm of giant wasps. I'm feeling that this island isn't particularly hospitable at the moment.
And the impression I get from Rickety is that this is not a usual occurrence. Any of these things.
Well, neither is two ships in the port at the same time, but here we are.
That's directly related to the unexpected monstrosities. But let's find out, shall we? Oh, would you like me to scout ahead a bit?
That might be an idea.
I say.
Good plan. Good plan, Devvie.
On that note,
Probably, yeah.
can I have a marching order, please?
I'll be going first. I'll be taking point.
I'll be behind my brother.
Yeah, we'll then go. I reckon if we go. Torrin, did you want to go in the middle or do you want to go nearer the back?
I would go at the back
Okay.
and have you at the middle.
Yep. Okay.
That would be my thought. So I want to be
in the
next to
middle.
this guy.
Yeah, Lanny in the middle, then Captain Pegsworthy, then Torrin.
Okay.
And I'm watching him. I'm not suspicious of him, but I'm wary of him. So
Okay.
I want to be close.
Okay. Oh. So as you're heading north, the elevation starts to rise, and you feel yourself heading uphill. And as you curve around, you're now reaching like the peak of not a peak, but the ridge of like a narrow, well, a ridge. I'm not going to say a mountain. And as it curls back around again, you can see the ocean now on your right hand side, and the docks in the cove on your left. You're now on a path which looks fairly clear, but you realize the path you're on is actually quite narrow now at this point, and at some to the left and the right of the path, it actually does drop to varying degrees quite steeply on either side. It's not something you could be able to walk up
so
or down.
Would me stealthing become difficult or non-existent now?
The problem is, I mean, you can move quietly still.
Yeah.
I mean, stealth is also about how much noise you make.
Yeah.
The problem is you don't really have anything to hide behind.
No. So I might get the jump on a creature just by moving silently if it's looking the other way, kind of thing, but not there. Looking down the
I mean, the road, there's a little bit of left and right to it.
Yeah.
And there are areas where there's more dense trees, and as you're passing through, you're in the shadow of these of the canopy, and then there's parts where it opens up, and you see more. You're bathed in the sunlight again, and there's a bit of this on and off as you're walking through, turning left and right. You can never see too far ahead of you.
Right. Okay. Shall I roll?
Would you
stealth?
still like? Yeah, you can. As I said, you can go ahead and roll stealth just to see how quietly you're moving.
I'll do that then. Oh. That is a lovely 12.
Okay, not great. Could I also have a perception check, please?
Of course. Was going to be my next question then. 15.
Okay, looking ahead now, you're in a patch of sunlight, and you looking now into a head where there's darkness and shadow because the trees have become quite dense ahead of you before it turns again to the right, and you think you just see something moving in the shadows just at the corner, just as it leaves your vision. You suddenly freeze as you see some sort of movement.
Right, I will stay still and concentrate on that movement and wait for the first person behind to catch up to me.
How close are you together?
I imagine I was probably like 30 foot ahead.
Yeah, I'm fully aware of how my brother likes to operate. I would give him the space he wants to be able to scout ahead quietly.
Okay.
I think the rest of us would probably not be too far apart. 5-10 foot at most, I imagine.
How dark is it generally around here?
Well, as I said, you're either in sunlight or you're in shadow. It varies. The part that Devvie is looking into would be dim light.
Okay. I'm okay for now. I'm just gauging when I need to cast light, basically.
So when my brother catches up to me, I'll just point towards that dark patch where I saw something moving, and I'll wiggle my fingers on my other hand to signify movement.
Right. See what you mean. Would I need to do perception to see it myself, or can I just look where he's pointing and be able to pick it up?
I'd say you can do another perception to see if you can see better than he did.
That would be 22.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So, with your brother's assistance, pointing directly at whatever this is, you squint your eyes and look into the darkness, and now you see, coming around the bend, slowly emerging out of the darkness, getting brighter as they're reaching this patch of sunlight, you can see what look like 2 wild pigs heading up the path towards you. And right at this second, it does not appear that they've noticed you yet.
Right. This could be awkward. Because we ain't got anywhere to go.
At that moment, the one at the front suddenly stops and freezes.
Stay really still.
Really still, Rob.
I mean, I know they're
which
pigs, but like anything knocking any one of us off balance might send us careening down the side. So,
yeah.
With that, you hear a vicious squeal from the pig, and you see it start charging towards you. Could you roll initiative, please?
Oh!
Let me just clear the.
yeah, clear.
Well, shit.
Well, shit.
That is a natural 1 for a 4 total.
You guys are on fire today.
Hey.
I'm
wow.
fucking terrible with a 5.
I rolled a 1 as well, so I got a 4.
Okay, and I got a...
Shit.
I got 13.
Oh, damn.
Wow, that's not great, is it?
Wow.
Oh.
That is quite the spread of rolls.
So, I've just closed it. So, Des, just over your brother's shoulder, you can see this pig now suddenly lower its head, grunt, and then squeal loudly, and it starts trotting fairly quickly towards you. But as it takes its first steps, you're immediately allowed to react, as it's your turn first.
Right. Is there a map for this, or
Oh,
are we theatre of minding it?
I completely forgot that I hadn't put you over.
Aha!
There we go.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What a lovely looking map.
That is a very nice map. This
Eating.
map was made by I've forgotten his name.
Some asshole on the internet, I'm sure.
No, Troy actually made this map, so very nice indeed.
Oh.
This is available absolutely nowhere, so
Well done, Troy.
Shiny.
Good sir, if you would like to put our initiatives back onto this...
Yeah, all we can see is pigs.
oh, sorry. Can you see now?
No.
No.
Unfortunately,
all gone?
We rolled on the previous map, so I don't think they've carried over.
Oh, that's not great.
It's fine. They're all in the side. We can add them.
Oh.
So I'll add them manually, and you're gonna have to type them in.
Hey, mine was 4.
Right.
Wow.
Right, so as the pig squeals and makes its intent known that it's going to charge at me, I'll be like, right, excuse me, bruv, and I'll squeeze past my brother and literally just run at it with my spear harpoon out. Right.
Hang on a sec. Can you go back to where you were, please?
No, I don't want to.
So, hang on, I need a sec just to make sure. I have Torrin in the thing, but you don't have an initiative yet.
It's being really slow. I'm trying to get there.
And Lani, I have twice, so I think if I do that. What did you have, Torrin?
5, I think. Thank you kindly. Sorry, it wasn't letting me edit it. I was trying to do it quietly, but it didn't work.
So, sorry, Troy. The ridge here is very narrow, and there isn't much space to the left and to the right of your brother. So if you want to squeeze past, I'm going to need an acrobatics check to see if you can keep your balance as you pass.
Can he leapfrog me as I was crouched down?
Did you say you were crouched down? I don't know.
I was crouched down when I was pointing out the... Did I not say it?
It would also be the work of a second for me to just say brother down, and he would know to get down, and I would better get across.
Sure, I mean, you can... Y'all need to check as well, but you're welcome to jump over his head if you want as well.
Alright, acrobatics. Here we go. Oh, God.
Don't kick me in the noggin, bruv.
That'll be a 14.
Okay, that is enough. Just to
Good old
over
monk
his head.
features.
Bedoink. Right, here we go. Straightforward. Harpoon, two-handed. In the face. That's 20 to hit.
20 does hit.
That's 9 piercing.
Okay.
And attack again. That would be a 12.
12 does hit as well.
Ah, that's 7 piercing.
Okay.
As a bonus action, an unarmed strike.
Okay, you're now punching a dead pig, but fine.
Yay! Apparently not, because I got a 9, so...
Yeah, maybe you went to punch him at that point, he just collapsed on the floor, which you weren't expecting. So.
Oh. Alright. Wasn't expecting that. Alright. Yeah, so I will stand here looking slightly bemused. That's my turn.
So, the ball behind him, though,
Uh-oh.
suddenly explodes forward to take his place.
Ah!
Oh, I'm just going to put him laid there. So, I did not have enough room to charge you, so this is just going to be... Actually, I'm gonna have to retroactive something. Sorry. This pig's not dead.
What?
This pig's not actually dead.
Oh.
Your second attack was 7 damage, correct?
Yes.
If the boar takes 7 damage or less, that would reduce it to 0 hit points. It is reduced to 1 hit point instead.
Oh, wow.
It has a relentless ferocity ability.
Well, shit.
And your unarmed strike missed. What this does mean now is the boar that has a turn can't actually do anything. So it's just going to stand and wait. So Pegsworthy has a similar issue. We're going to move to Torrin.
Now you see, I don't have this issue. So, I am going to look past the people in front of me, and I'm just going to sort of say into Pegsworthy's ear, sorry about this, and I'm going to reach my hands kind of past his right side. I'm going to whisper something that I presume he doesn't understand, and cast Toll the Dead on the back pig.
The back pig, okay.
The back pig.
The back
Bacon.
pig needs to make a wisdom?
A wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
It does not. And it begins to bleed black from its ears and from its eyes.
Lovely.
6 necrotic damage. Not a lot, but we'll take it.
Okay.
And then no bonus actions. So that's me.
That brings us to you then, Lani.
Lanny, having seen Dez up there by himself, will rush forward and either try to pass or vault over Dev.
Yeah.
Was that an acrobatics check? Was it athletics
yes.
or?
Mm-hmm.
God.
That'd have been 18.
Wow. Surprisingly sprightly. Devvie, it's a bit of a shock for you as you suddenly feel this unawaited weight on your back and a swooshing noise, a brief moment of shadow, and suddenly Lani is in front of you.
Okay, and what I would like to do is, in theory, if I were to be there, would that be me on the edge making a save, or can I essentially be there but lean out and make an attack from there? If that makes sense.
With the pike?
Yes. So it'd be the reason why I was saying there is in a straight line from the side. It'd be.
I'm going to say that there you can reach the pig, but from there you would skewer Des. So if you want to go there, you can, but you're going to have to make an acrobatics check to balance on the edge of this ridge.
Oh, God.
So it's up to you.
Okay, no, I will run forward to here behind Des and just shout to him, Des, if you need it, I'm here. I can help out. Tell me when. And that'll end my turn.
Thank you, Captain.
Okay. Devvie.
I mean, yeah, there's kind of a queue situation happening here.
Let's take another.
Let's have a look. I don't think there's anything. I believe I have one dagger left. I'm slowly losing
Well, you
all
did
my.
find
Oh yeah,
you
no, I
did find
did
the one you threw into the cove.
I did
eventually.
didn't I? Yeah. Okay. Cool. I've got a couple. Do you know what? I am going to move to teeter on the edge and give you an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Tempting fate here, boys.
Yeah.
What?
That is a 14.
Okay. It's a bit precarious, and you feel a little bit of earth shift under your feet, but you manage to keep your balance.
Okay. And I'm going to flick my dagger at. Oh, wait a minute, actually. That's a bit too close for comfort, so I'm going to aim at the one behind. And I'm going to use Insightful Fighting. Please make a deception check for that boar versus my insight, which is a 22.
I don't think this is even possible.
Oh, a good roll, but no, it's not.
I had a -3. Yeah, but
Yeah. Okay, so I get a sneak attack.
most I could have got would have 17.
If I hit it, I get a sneak attack.
Yep.
So here we go. Go, dagger.
Oh,
21 to hit,
21 hits.
6 piercing damage, and 7 sneak attack damage.
That's 13 total.
Yeah.
That is enough.
Oh, yeah.
Kill it outright as the dagger sinks into its face. Its stumpy legs collapse beneath it, and its snout slams into the dirt path.
Oh, you hear that, bruv? That sounds like pork crackling tonight to me.
Oh, shut, bruv.
The fact that you just the phrase stumpy legs just makes me feel sorry for it.
Really?
That's my
I
turn.
don't know. Just like, oh, poor little bastard, he couldn't even run away. I just have that sort of thought in my head.
So, Desi, you still have a very angry boar in front of you. It's bleeding from 2 wounds, and as far as you're concerned, it should probably be dead by now, but for some reason it's still fighting. And it rears its head around and thrusts towards you, trying to catch you with its tusks. 16?
Does not hit.
Then it doesn't hit. That brings us to you.
Right. Sweet!
Oh, God. Fucking hell.
24?
24 does hit.
That'll be 11.
Damage on that.
So with your third well-placed harpoon thrust pierces the pig. And like its brother, it falls to the floor.
Well, that was easy than the snake, at least.
Oh, I think I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna move back here.
Oh, Devvie, you had all the fun.
Sorry, Lanny.
So with this, in this moment, you hear another squeal.
Oh,
dear.
maybe I shouldn't have
But-
moved. Sorry, I thought we were out of.
This isn't like the one you heard before.
Oh,
No.
no.
You thought the first squeal was loud and terrifying, but it pales into comparison to what you're hearing now.
Oh, dear.
And out of the shadows,
Oh, mama pig.
Things are looking dire.
Ah,
Oh, mama pig.
well done.
so Mel will move forward to here. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Right. Because I still had movement and an attack left. So did that appear as soon as everyone died, or is it its own turn? Or
No, there was a moment in between.
Okay, cool.
And as it's appeared now, it is its turn, and it comes charging towards you.
Haha.
So let's have a look here.
let's see how we're gonna fuck Des today.
Now, I just have to check the ruling because it technically has a charge, because it's
It might be a small charge for this service.
running at you. I'm just checking what the damage is. If the ball takes 10... oh, an extra. Wow.
I swear to God,
Okay.
if you one-shot me, I am never playing this game again.
So this thing comes thundering down the path towards you, and you kind of stood there in the realization you can't go left, you can't go right, you can't really do anything, and before you know it, this thing is upon you and bombards into you.
Oh, screw you!
Wow.
Oh wow. So
What did I say?
That's a natural 20.
Yeah,
so you have
that's
to
a
add
stick.
you have to add a 12 onto that
What?
because it's 2d6.
Yeah, it says, what,
That's
21?
21 total. But
Oh no. Don't like
if
the
the ball
bar.
moves at least 20 foot straight towards the target and then hits it with a tusk action, the target takes an extra 2d6 slashing damage. Now, does that get doubled?
Yes.
we have said
Yes,
that
it
all
does.
dice rolls get done. No,
Yeah.
no, it
Any-
doesn't. No, you get the
Anything
12.
that is rolled.
You get the
Yeah,
12 already,
So you-
double.
and then you roll.
You get 12 plus this.
Yep.
Another 19.
Sorry, no, it's only 7. I added the 2. So it's 7 plus 12, 19. Yeah. Is that right?
So, you see the boar come rushing out of nowhere and hitting Des, who then crumples to the floor and stops moving.
Fucking hell.
Are you unconscious?
I'm unconscious.
Oh, okay, because you would have had to make... You would have had to make a saving throw to not be knocked prone anyway, so... I'm just going to say this thing batters into you and you fly backwards to the air. You just see Devvie just land, like, just completely flat on his back, uncomfortably.
Des.
His head knocks on the ground, and there's Des, sorry, and he slides slightly towards you. You see the blood dripping from him, and a large open gash in the front of his waistcoat reveals a deep red wound within. Torrin.
Well, fuck. Is all I can say to that. What fucking spells do I have that'll do something about this? Not a lot.
Yeah, Dev just goes, "Brav!"
Okay, movement do I have? That's 45. Shit, mate. That changes the plan just a little fucking bit. I will... I can't fire something through the middle because I'm going to hit everybody else.
Just hold your action. Please. Let me pull him out of there.
Oh, fuck. Fuck. I am going to... attempt to move the 30 feet to behind Lanny.
Okay.
Does that require a check of some sort?
Yep. You're going to have to make an acrobatics check to squeeze around.
Okay. Oh, you motherfucker. I haven't rolled higher than a 5 yet.
Torrin,
Yes.
as you step on the ledge, a large chunk shifts under your feet and you feel yourself falling. Can you roll 4d10 to see how many feet you fall, please?
I would rather not. I'm going to instead use my bonus action and cast Misty Step.
Nice.
That
Okay.
is going to immediately teleport me.
Onto the ball.
You know what? Yes. Yes. I am going to teleport 30 feet and get on the
Perfect.
floor.
Amazing.
Perfect.
Do it.
And I'm going to be right fucking here. And with a shout of, I didn't think this through, I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp.
Ooh.
So, that's a second level spell slot gone from Misty Step. And cantrip Shocking Grasp. I didn't fucking think this through is the words that get shouted as she jams both hands into its ribs and tries to send lightning through it.
I'm going to say, if you're literally riding this ball like a buckaroo,
Yeah.
I'm going to have you make a check next turn.
That's
or
fine.
When it moves.
That's
to see if you
fine.
can stay on there. But considering you're using a touch attack while literally sat on its back, I'm actually going to give you advantage on the attack roll.
Woohoo! I'm so glad you said that.
Oh my god.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's a natural 1 and a 2.
1 and a 2.
Nothing is going right today.
No.
I have not rolled higher than a 5 on my dice yet.
No. TPK the dieball? Anyone?
No.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, it's funny how the things work out, but...
Oh Christ, I'm fucked.
So, Torrin...
Yep,
Like
that's my turn. That's all of my
Yeah, end your
movement, my
turn.
bonus, and my action.
Like some terrified rodeo cowboy. Lani, that brings us to you.
Okay, if I were to say I would like to drag Des back 10 foot, would that be an action
Yeah.
to do so? Okay, I will do that. I will drag him 10 feet back so that I am here and he is in front of me.
Yeah.
Then, with that, as he reaches, it comes to a hole, and he just looks up. His eyes flick red. He rages.
Yes.
Will dive across Des, straight forward, and pull up in front of the boar, ready to attack. Obviously, I've used my action to pull Des back, so I cannot now attack the boar. But I'm there ready. Unless you will allow me one attack action.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. If even classing move as a bonus. Maybe one attack. Is that fair? What do you guys think?
It seems fair.
Yeah?
Seems fair. I'll give you one attack.
Because the bonus action is raging, so...
That's true. Yeah, I'll say dragging him back would have used half your movement.
So I've
And
got
then-
40 feet of movement, the way I worked it out.
Yeah, but dragging
What's that?
is half movement, so 20 back and then 20 to run at him. So as I said, that's kind of half of your movement, so I'll let you have half of your attack. So I'll allow you to have one attack.
Okay. So, because I've run at him at 20 foot advance, I get my Savage Assault attack. It is reckless, and I am raging.
No.
2 natural ones.
No.
Oh my god.
Actual
That's
fuck
actually
is going
kinda
on
like-
tonight?
Whether that's the dice god saying you probably shouldn't have had that attack.
2 natural 1.
But anywho,
Oh.
yeah. Anywho, cool.
Oh shit.
Carry on.
Oh, Lanny.
Like, I need a drink. Hang on.
The aim's broken.
Wow.
The aim's broken again.
Wow.
I'm gonna go and drink
This is
some neat
mental.
gin.
This is
Already-
mental.
already
So,
I have,
Lanny, that's your
I
turn.
have rolled 4 natural ones tonight.
That's insane. That's not right.
Fucking hell.
Alright, so Devvie kneels down next to his brother and casts, puts a hand on his chest where the wound is, and I am going to cast Cure Wounds. So that is 8. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, 1d8 plus 2. So yeah, so that is 8 hit points back,
Thank you very much, brother.
and hopefully that wound closes.
Well, enough for him to gain consciousness. As
Got
you
breath.
suddenly... this crushing pain in your chest. It feels like you've been squashed. And you can feel that this is a deep injury indeed, but your brother has healed you enough that you're able to come back to consciousness and are technically ready.
And what I'm going to do now is, because I can't take another action, I will use a bonus action to try and perform get my insightful fighting ready on this boar. So please make a deception check.
Okay.
Against 12 insight.
Lucky.
Fucking hell.
And I'm just going to say, do you want to stay where you are or move back into the middle? Because I would ask for another check to maintain your balance there.
I'm
If
going
you
to move
move
back
back,
into the middle for
you're
now.
fine.
Yes.
Okay.
And that. Whoa. I'm just wondering if I can just hop over my brother. Actually, I want to get in front of Des, so that will be an acrobatics. But I'm going over top.
Go on then.
He's
technically
still prone, so
Oh, okay.
I'm still
Yeah.
down on the floor currently.
Oh well.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's still prone, so I'll allow you to just step over him.
Oh, okay, cool.
you want
That's
to.
good because that was a shit roll. So I just step over, and I am going to ready the grapple in my left hand and my rapier in the right.
The grapple. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. So it's the boar's turn.
Is it that boar's turn or is it the other boar's turn? I think it's the dead boar's turn now, isn't it?
This little boy.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, they're sharing the same space, so it looked like. There we go. Des, it's you then.
Well, actually, no, before this, I did say that if you one-shot me, I was going to quit.
Hi. Wow. Damn.
Ow. Oh, right. Well, brother, I do appreciate you bringing me back, and I do appreciate you wanting to protect me, but I have a score to settle. So I'm going to stand up, which is half my movement. And then, what have I got from that?
Of course you do, you stubborn sod.
Right, so I am going to attempt to walk along the edge up to here. Bearing in mind I'm a monk. Just putting that out there.
Right.
Putting that out there. I've got the whole unarmored movement thing, just in case the DM wants to take that into consideration. Right. Acrobatics, yeah?
Exactly do.
Sorry?
Exactly does that do?
Well, speed increases and eventually lets me traverse some surfaces without falling as I move. Is the
Eventually.
exact wording, yes.
Is it specific about when that happens?
It's literally one line of text.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
Yeah, at 9th level, you gain the ability to move longer across liquids without falling during the move. Yeah, 9th turn, sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, if you wanted to take that into account when calculating the DC,
Yeah, I have done.
considering that all the dice rolls so far have not been in our favour very much.
That's not my fault.
Well, it is, because, you know, we automatically blame the DM. So what, acrobatics here?
Yes, please.
Watch that natural one.
Wait.
21.
Okay. Yep, you're fine.
Right, cool. Right, so I will appear next to Lanny, balancing on the edge. Oh, Piggy, clear it up. That's a 14.
14 does hit.
It does or doesn't?
It does.
It does. So 7. 7 piercing, and once more with feeling. 13.
13 also
Right,
hits.
so that's 9 piercing. And as I have made a melee attack on the creature, I'm going to use Stunning Strike.
Okay.
So you need to make a Constitution saving
does it not
throw.
have to be an? Does it not have to be an unarmed strike? You can do that with
No,
a weapon.
It simply says if I hit a creature with a melee weapon attack,
Okay.
I can spend a key point to stun it. So you need to make a Constitution saving throw with a DC of 15. Actually, I think I might have a
Constitution saving
There we
throw.
go. See.
Oh, wow.
Ah, you son of a monkey's uncle.
Fail.
So never mind.
This pig is a little bit too large and robust.
It's hardy. That's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I stand here.
It's a prick, is what it is.
As I stand here, precariously balanced. Hello.
Merrill really wants to help, but Merrill is also aware that he has a peg leg. I'll let the dice decide. Okay. Oh dear, oh dear. He is going to try and get around you, Devvie.
Can I assist him?
Oh no!
Oh dear.
You
Bye.
can try and, as a reaction, you can try and grab him as you see him stumble on his peg leg.
I'm going to do that. What do I need?
Now I have a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
He's got about as much chance as a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest.
Come on. I rolled a 2. That's an 8.
Our rolls are fucked tonight.
Yep.
Should we log out and log in again? It's clearly broken.
Oh, I logged out and logged in already, and it still fucking hates me.
So you see him stumble on his peg leg. You reach forward, try to grab him. You feel his jacket pull through your fingers, and you are unable to grasp correctly. And you see him topple over the edge, and he falls 22 feet, which I believe is only 2d6 damage.
Yep.
Well, that's a damage then.
Oh, fucking hell.
Fair amount.
And you can just see him collapse on the floor at the bottom of this ridge. So now it's the boar's turn.
I don't like that.
Shit.
Lanny, it's with advantage, I believe.
Yep.
So I'm going to press the button twice because or do I? Does it come with advantage?
I think that yours had both.
I think it is with advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it has both rolls. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Nope.
Oh God.
Oh,
Seems like luck is on your side.
The
here.
dice gods are lenient.
So, Torrin,
yes.
I would like either an acrobatics or an athletics saving throw
Yeah, they're both shit.
to keep on this boar as it's thrashing. Now it's attacking Lanny.
Yes!
Wow. Nice. I was going to say it's attacking Lanny rather than actually actively trying to buck you off.
Yes.
So that's why the DC was going to be lower than if it was actually trying to what's it called when horses kick up with their back legs?
Buck.
It's
Buck.
bucking, right?
Bucking.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
right.
Buckaroo.
So this bucking pig has not managed to
This
knock
bucking
you off.
pig.
I just have
you,
two fistfuls of hair. It's like,
Exactly.
you fucking prick. Holy shit.
And it's your turn.
It is my turn. I'm going to, again, looking over the side and seeing Marin fall, I'm going to redouble my efforts, and I am going to cast Shocking Grasp again, just almost pulling out fur at this point. Both of my hands just grabbing this pig. Do I get advantage again?
Yep, you can get
Wonderful.
advantage again. You're sat on it, so it's a touch attack. So it's going to be
You got the
You
touch.
fucking beauty. That one worked a bit better. 25
Yep.
to hit for 10 lightning
25
damage.
hits. Beautiful.
Uh,
So the fur that your hands are touching crisps and blackens. You start to you start to notice the faint smell of freshly cooked bacon.
ooh,
Bacon no less.
I like it.
Is that
I like it a lot. That is me. I'm holding on for dear life at this point.
Captain Lanny, that brings us to you.
Furious with the fact that his last attack missed as he was lost with pure anger, rears back. Having seen the slightly weak point now that Des has created, he will swing recklessly at this creature. I roll a 227, 219.
219s. You can't make this shit up.
That definitely hits.
Will be 13 points
Oh my
of damage.
god.
You swing once, its skull connecting with your maul. Its head jolts to the side. You see its eyes kind of roll back slightly, but it's still standing.
A 25 for 17 points of damage.
Oof.
Tell me how you do it.
Yes!
Taking the one hit on the weak point that Des already created, he then pauses for a moment, almost goes face to face with it, pulls back, just comes straight down on its forehead, smashing its head into the ground.
Lovely. And as it falls, silence once again.
And with that, Lani will then drop the rage and offer the hand up to Torrin. She's going to topple over if the ball goes.
Thank you!
Yeah, you jolt forward as the ball collapses, but Lani is there to grab you.
Thank you!
As
Silence
soon as I see
once again.
Yep.
Go on.
Sorry, as soon as I see the boar collapse, I'm going to chuck the grapple to here, and I'm going to immediately start swinging down to get the captain.
Okay. So, it was only like 22 feet.
Yeah.
So, the grapple works very well. The ground is soft enough that it digs in enough to get a grip. And as you reach the uneven surface that he's fallen on, just as he's kind of getting up back to his foot.
Oh, he's conscious.
He's conscious, yeah, and you can see him like he's stretching. He's got one hand on his back. He's like, oh.
You alright, Captain?
Yeah, I'm fine. Nasty fool. I must have slipped on the ledge there. I forget I have this thing sometimes. And he looks down at his peg leg and taps it with the tip of his sword.
Oh, I thought he was a goner. Glad to see that's not the case.
Luckily, I didn't fall that far. I've had worse, believe me.
Well, don't doubt it, but one can't be too careful.
I'm just sorry I wasn't more help. I did intend.
There's not a lot you can do up there, to be honest. You just have to stand in line and wait your turn.
Yeah, tricky situation indeed.
We'll eat nice tonight, though.
Oh, I'm sure we will. They'll be very pleased. Back at the yard.
I'd like to sit down for a minute first. Oh,
That was quite impressive, Torrin. As mad as it was.
oh! I did not think that through. Oh,
You set it up nicely for being dead.
I did not think that through. Please, someone stop me when I have such a stupid idea again.
Oh, absolutely not.
Everyone okay? Everyone whole? Are you're okay? Des?
No.
No, you're not okay.
I'm feeling particularly spiritual. I am very holy cunt right now.
Dad, ordinarily I'd laugh at that. Oh. Marin? You okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I just need a hand getting up this cliffside again. All good.
I'm not going to be a help at that, but Lanny?
Yeah, Lanny will step back and oversee, and if needs be, we'll pull the rope up to help pull him up.
I think he would manage to, with the aid of the rope, to be able to clamber back up the ridge.
Yeah.
And reaches there, kind of brushes himself off a little sheepishly.
Can we please get off this ridge now?
Being still balanced on the edge, I'm going to lean forward, stab the harpoon into the skull of the boar just to anchor myself, and then drag myself back over, so I'm not on the edge anymore. And whilst here, we'll fill up a vial, a glass vial, with some boar blood.
Okay.
While Desmond doing that, Lanny actually turns around to the rest of the group and kind of leans over to Captain Pegsworthy and says, "See? Skull Crusher!"
Definitely a reason you got the name, there, mate.
Impressive work by the looks of it. I think I missed most of it. But very impressive indeed.
I'll tell you what, mate, you didn't miss much, apart from being slightly perforated around the midsection.
Oh, I saw that part, yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big word for you, Des.
Yeah, fuck you very much.
Yeah.
Right, shall we just go?
Yeah, please.
We've got to come back this way anyway, so we might as well leave him here. No point in dragging him along with us.
I wasn't planning to.
No, that's fair.
Okay. You continue along the path.
Until there's a point we can have a short rest, hopefully.
I mean, you can have a short rest as soon as you get off of this ridge. But as you reach the end of it, you're going to see the tower anyway. So you can have a rest before going to the tower, or you can head on to the tower. It's up to you.
I don't want to go to the tower without having a rest. That sounds like a terrible idea.
Okay. As I said, there is as far as this ridge widens slightly as it reaches the point, and there is an area where you could sit down on some tree roots and have a short rest.
Yeah.
I won't pick up the grapple until Meryl's out of earshot. I can say the command word without.
So he doesn't hear it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Fair enough. Okay. So you get hit points back for a short rest.
Yep. I would use one of my features to get some spell slots back.
Okay.
Very specifically a single second level spell slot, because I don't have any of those.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather have some.
Sean, was the
hit points
rule
for a
with
short rest.
level
It's
plus
level
con?
plus Constitution modifier.
Yeah.
One day I'll remember it. Maybe.
Make a macro.
I could make a macro, but then I won't be able to ask you every time, would I?
That's true.
It's gonna bring us-
Okay.
It'll be 9 for me.
I don't need to get hit points back, I just need spell slots.
Did Des just jump off the cliff, or?
I couldn't reach my my hit points box where it was, so I had to move him down.
You can at some point run the walls, don't you know?
I've got slow fall, I can't be hurt.
Okay. So, yeah, you can have a short rest. Get your breath back.
I get my key points back.
Laugh
fast.
Let's see
What's happened? And then I assume we want to head on to the tower?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I would ask Des how he's feeling.
Well, after sitting down for a few minutes, I feel a bit better, but just kind of pull his jerk into one side, and you'll see there's still quite large bloody, a lot less deep holes, but yeah, holes nonetheless.
Do you need a little boost?
I mean, we don't know if we're going to be facing anything else in this jungle, so I can't. I'm not going to say I wouldn't appreciate it.
All right, let's give this a shot, and I'll touch the skull necklace that I have and put one hand on his chest and cast Cure Wounds at. I'm going to do it at level 1 because I haven't got much slots, so. Did that come through?
No, it's taken a while.
Not yet. Nope. Still nothing.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Wow.
Kick.
Not bad. It's a D8 plus 1, so.
I'm now over half, so that I appreciate that, Torrin. Thank you very much, my love.
It's not much. It's not my area of expertise, but it's something.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. You know, all seriousness, I do appreciate any that you can offer.
Yeah, I've got a couple of big spells just in case shit goes wrong. But I'm fairly spent. I'm gonna appreciate sleep sooner or later.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one.
But I will. I'm gonna just have a hand in my pocket, and it's going to be holding my wand. The wand of mirror image that I have currently, because I haven't used that yet, and if something comes at me, I think I'd want that prepared.
Maybe, bro.
So, but while we're sat, actually, I would like to ritually cast Detect Magic. It takes 10 minutes, so our hour rest would be sort of an hour and 10. But I would like to ritually cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Specifically because I'm looking to see if there is... And it lasts for 10 minutes, and if I can see the tower, then it'll benefit us when we get up there. But I would like to see if Merrin has any magical items on him.
You detect 2 sources of magic coming from his person.
And as per Detect Magic, I learn its School of Magic, if any.
That would basically just be enchantment.
Fair. So it's not a specific conjuration or anything else. It's just a standard enchantment type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. Okay. But he has 2 magical items on him. Good to know. And then that lasts for 10 minutes. But it is concentration, so if I cast anything else in concentration, it will dissipate.
Okay. Are you ready to continue?
Yep. Just
Indeed.
just see like Dev sat down next to his brother in the rest, and he keeps on like looking over. He keeps on like pulling his vest to the side and just having a gander at his chest. Again, sure you're right, bruv.
Yes, brother, I am fine. I appreciate your worrying, but I'm back up. It's fine. You did good, right? You know, this whole magic thing that you're learning, it is much appreciated. I'm back on my feet.
Helpful. But yeah, just take it easy, alright? Just stay behind me for a minute.
Bruv, have you ever known me to take it easy?
No, and that's what worries me sometimes. wanker.
So,
I shake my head looking at them.
I'm good to go.
Okay. So you head towards this little tower. It's basically a small hut on stilts, basically. About 15 foot high to the door as well. There's a wooden step ladder leading up. You can see attached to the roof is a flagpole. You can clearly see at the bottom of the flagpole, not raised, is a red and black checkered flag.
And how far
next to
away?
it?
The ladder is about 15 foot long.
Seems he didn't make it this far then.
I don't know, do you reckon we should announce ourselves in case we end up climbing up ladder and getting an axe in the forehead?
Yeah, I reckon so. What's his name? Lyle.
Lyle.
Right, hang back here. Let me go and have a look up there. I led towards it and making a perception check as I go, looking all around. That is an 11.
And seeing fuck all.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't hear anything.
Okay. What was the? Oh, wait a minute. I have also. Oh, I think this is for in combat. The detail. Oh yeah, it's an in combat thing, so it doesn't really matter. Okay.
Eye
Yeah.
for detail. I always forget what that does.
So eye for detail. I can use a bonus action to make a perception check to spot a hidden creature
Okay.
or object, or to make an investigation check to uncover or decipher clues.
Okay.
But it says it's a bonus action, so I'm guessing that's like
Yeah, so it's in combat.
it's an in combat thing. Yeah. So my perception check would have just taken that. Okay, so I'll seeing nothing that's threatening, I will get to the bottom of the ladder and go, "But Lyle, Rickety sent me. Are you in there?"
Don't hear anything.
"I'm coming up. Don't stab me in the face." I'll start climbing.
Okay. So you gingerly climb the ladder to the top.
I'll be very careful as I get near the top.
As you look over the top of the ladder, you immediately see a figure laying on the floor of the shed.
Alright. I'll look back down.
Motionless. Motionless.
Motionless, okay. I'll look back down there. I'll go, "Well, I found him and the situation doesn't look good. I'm going to go check if he's dead or not." And I'll climb right in.
I'll start to climb directly afterwards.
As you enter this cabin, there's a sudden movement from the corner
I'll
and a flash of red,
whip my
and
rapier
you
out.
whip around to see what it is. And tucked away in the corner of this little cabin, you can see a parrot.
Oh.
Well, it takes you a second to realize it's a parrot because it looks like more than half of its feathers have been plucked out.
Oh,
and it looks all raggedy and worn, and it's almost like you shocked this thing, and it raises both of its wings wide to the side, and then you can see that like every other feather is like missing, and there's big holes. He's missing most of his flight feathers, and as it raises its wings in shock, it just says, "What the pluck?"
Oh no.
God.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
And then just kind of stands there with its wings raised.
Right.
Looking now down at what you assume is Lyle, you can see a man, probably in his 50s, laying there. He has a very obvious swelling around one side of his neck. It's become so large that it doesn't even have a jawline. It's almost bulging out like a huge bulbous pimple on one side of his neck.
Ow.
And at the center of which you see a coin-sized hole. It looks like something has punctured the skin, and the skin around that and his face is all puffy and swollen and red.
Could I deduce that was one of the giant wasps or something else?
Give me with a heal
Medicine
not heal,
check.
medicine.
That is a grand total of 5.
Could be.
Right. I'm gonna feel the other side of his neck that isn't all puffed up and see if he's definitely dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You do not feel a pulse.
Yeah. Okay.
And his body is cold, as you fairly cold. I mean, in this heat, it's not going to be ice cold, but it's
not living.
Not what you would expect. Yeah.
Right. First, the next concern is I'll look out from the vantage and see if there are any other ships approaching at all.
Oh, okay. Give me a perception check.
That is a 14.
Okay. You look off onto the horizon. Quite a decent view here. You just can see open sea up until the horizon. Maybe a faint piece of land somewhere in the distance, but the sea looks very empty from here.
Okay, I'm guessing that they only raise this when they see something approaching, because otherwise a big flag could draw attention, so I'm not going to raise the flag. I'll leave it where it is.
So we need to raise the flag to stop anyone else from coming in. Isn't that why Matey Boy's people turned up in the first place? Because they thought there was nobody here.
Yeah, but if he'd have been alive, he would have raised it when he saw them coming over the horizon. But I doubt that they would have it up all the time, because that would let other ships know that this place exists, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, very true.
That's my thinking anyway, I mean. Did you say Torrin's coming up after me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Torrin,
So
I assume you're entering the cabin.
Yeah.
Okay. As you enter the cabin, you immediately feel your detect magic trigger.
Okay.
Ah, you fuck blacker!
Is the parrot magic?
No.
You son of a bitch.
The floor here is a bit ramshackled. I mean, there's a bedroll, there's a place where this person sleeps, and obviously there's food, drink around. There's a book lying on the floor, but it all seems to have been disturbed by whatever happened in here. But on one side, you do see a mace,
Okay.
and that's what's giving you a ping.
Ignoring that for a moment, I would go immediately to the man and cast Spare the Dying. If they are living and have 0 hit points, it becomes stable.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I presume it does not work.
Yeah, as you cast your spell, you realise that this isn't really taking hold, and this man is probably already long dead.
Yeah. Taking a moment, I would sort of shut my eyes and make sure his are closed as well. And then I would stand up and look around the room and then see the mace.
Okay.
And then looking at the parrot, if I move towards the mace, does it do anything?
The mace? Does the parrot do anything if you move to the mace?
Yes.
No. It's still just kind of stood there. Its arms aren't completely retracted. It seems a little nervous as anything. And it's just like...
I will go to the mace and I will pick it up.
As
Okay.
Torrin would have gone up, I would have followed her up, or Des would have followed her up. While she's faffing around with dead bodies and maces, I will go over to the parrot.
Mm-hmm.
Hello then.
Yeah, bruv, you see that? That's you, that is.
What the fuck do you mean?
Well, Parrot looks about as bad as you do right there.
Oh, yeah. Lovely, thanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
So I will approach it with my hand out. Hello? You got a name?
Give me animal handling to see how well you...
Should be interesting.
sort of impression you make on this creature.
Oh, that broke it. I broke
Wow.
apparently.
That's
No.
an interesting one. Well done.
Hold on.
We broke roll 20, yeah!
I thought we already broke it a few
Ding
weeks ago,
dong,
but
the witch is dead. Right, here we go.
Barrett broke us a long time ago.
that is definitely fair.
15.
Okay. It doesn't seem... It seems nervous, but it doesn't, like, back away. And then as you ask it, it just says, "Pluck off!"
You can fuck off yourself.
"Oh, you plucker!"
Oh, it's got puns, bruv. It's got puns. I want to keep it.
Hands for days. Yeah, why not? That'd be entertaining. Until it
That's not
ends.
a fucking word I'd use.
Lanny doesn't climb up, but he just shouts up, "Is everything okay up there?"
Yeah, the bloke's dead and there's a fucking parrot.
Parrot?
Yeah,
Yeah, fucking thing's got puns too.
it's mine. Oh, dibs. Dibs.
You can
Cool dibs.
fucking have it.
You can have a talk with him in a bit.
What?
I mean, he does talk, right?
Yeah, it makes puns.
Okay. Okay, well, yeah. Yeah.
And Lanny just really vague about what he's... Because nobody else really knows the animal shit.
Yeah.
All right, well, got to get out of here first. Come on, come here. Be like,
Wanna grab it?
I don't want to I don't want to scare it, but if it's not coming towards me, then yes, I'll have to reach out and grab it.
Yeah, it's
Reach
not
out,
actively
touch parrot.
running into your arms.
No. So what's it gonna? What am I have to roll for this? for this potential Benny Hill sketch in the making.
Give me another animal handling.
All right, okay. Not like a dexterity thing or anything.
No, he's not very
No, I can't use that.
nimble.
Hold on.
You're going to be able to grab him. It's just going to be more about what's his reaction.
9?
That was perfect.
man. So you grab him quite easily, but he instinctively snaps at you with his beak. You take 1 point of damage as it gashes your hand.
Oh, careful.
I'm glad I got that
after
healing.
this
If I died by parrot, I would be
That's
pissed.
half of what he's got left.
After the initial bite, it does stop, and it's just kind of like in its arms, in your hands now, just wiggling back and forth a little bit. Ah, you plucker!
All right, mate. All right, calm down. Come on. I'm gonna reach into my. Because I should have some grain and stuff from when I was doing my brewing.
Mm.
So I will reach into my my pack and take out a little bit of grain and just kind of put it in the palm of my hand and hold it in front of him and see if he'll, or it will take.
Oh,
it.
that seems to calm him down quite quickly, and he seems to, seems much more distracted now by the food to worry about what's going on, and eagerly eats
Oh yeah.
out of your hand.
Should have led with that, probably, shouldn't I?
Mm.
Well, so we have a dead body, a parrot, and what you got over there, Torrin?
It was someone that pinged from a spell that I cast earlier. This weapon might be magical. I was gonna grab it and have a look later.
Right.
Just covering the bases, you know.
Yeah. So what do you reckon we should like take the body back? I suppose I'm guessing Rickety might be a little bit pissed if we leave him here.
Well, yeah,
I mean-
I'd take it back. He's probably, probably wants to give him a burial and all that.
I mean, that's up to you guys. I'm not exactly one to carry things, am I?
Well, we have someone who's a specialist at carrying things, don't we?
True.
Carry him.
There he is.
I did want to grab some bacon as well. Just remember that.
I carry that too.
All right. If you're sure.
I mean, should we like wrap him up or something? Is like, are there bedclothes in there or something? Is there like a bed or anything?
There
like
was some bedding, yeah, like a bedroll.
I think we should like wrap him up in his bedroll or something. And
There probably would have also been like a cloth hammock, which would be perfect for what you're thinking.
right, yeah. So I would suggest we wrap him up in his hammock and all that respect's sake. I guess I don't know. I'm not used to this kind of thing.
Okay. So you're heading back?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. What about the pigs?
I'm gonna take one of the small ones at least.
How much would you say the
Okay.
giant boar weighs?
Well, I'm just thinking, like, does it actually say here? How much can you carry? Or drag, at least?
Well, I'm a powerful build, so my carrying capacity. So I count as one size larger when determining my carrying capacity, but my carrying weight when I'm encumbered is 400 pounds.
I'd say with your increased size thing, it's enough that you're going to be able to drag this thing. Not particularly fast, but you'd be able to drag this back.
Do that then.
I mean, as I said, there is a path which is relatively clear, so you can take the big one. Devvie wants the small one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll take one of those.
I've got one hand
And-
full of parrot.
Who's carrying the body?
think Lanny was as well.
I can't have him have.
How much does?
Well,
Matty
Des, if you and Pegsworthy could,
Actually,
if you grab each end of this hammock that the guy's in, you could carry the body.
I
on your
actually
shoulder.
can drag 360 pounds.
I'm
That's
sorry.
ridiculous.
What?
She's quite strong, actually, for a wizard.
I have a strength of 12. I'm not in a minus.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, yeah, I
apparently I can drag 360.
Drag weight
Oh, no,
is
wait.
quite high. It's,
Wait,
it's not
sorry,
the same
my-
as lift.
Sorry, wait. My push drag lift is £600 to £1,200.
Yeah.
Or that was my encumbered weight I was looking at. My push drag lift is 601 to 1200.
Okay, in that case, between the five of you, you're going to be able to get all of these things home.
Sweet.
It's going to take you a little while because your pace of walking is going to be slowed, and it's going to be tiring, but you can do it.
Sweet.
So, as you're walking back through the jungle, Pegsworthy gets a little bit conversational, and he just, after a few other mundane questions, he asks you, "So, Croup and the owlbear, how did you end up with those two?"
Well, they was assigned to the ship with us.
Really? Both of them? Harrigan let them both walk off his ship?
Yeah, why is that surprising? Is there a special reason why you shouldn't?
Well, as far as I am aware, Croup had sold away his life service. Well, not sold. He got very drunk and gambled his service away in a game of cards against Harrigan. As far as I understood, he was to spend the rest of his days on that ship. So I'm surprised Harrigan let him leave, to be honest. And the owlbear? Well, that's a different story altogether. Not one most people like talking about.
Well, we got time. I wouldn't mind learning more about the owlbear. He's something of an enigma.
Okay. You want the long version?
We got time.
Okay. The story of the owlbear will be revealed next week.
You son of a gun.
Very
I
well
just
done.
You
Just wrote in my little book,
fuck.
owlbear, underline, backstory.
I
Amazing.
knew it.
Yep.
I
done.
That's
knew
where we're
it.
going to end it this week. So, thank you very much, guys. Nath, you want to take us out tonight?
I will indeed. Thank you all so much for tuning into this episode of Skull and Shackles. Thank you from myself and everyone else. Don't forget to like and subscribe and do all the wonderful social media stuff. We are on everything you can imagine at TNT Nerds, except for Instagram, as we are TNT_nerds. We have Facebook, we have Twitter, and we have Twitch with Instagram. But speaking of Twitch, our previous Battle Royale was such a success that we are now doing them on the first Thursday of every month, with the 2nd of September being our next. We will have our champion Pixie Scrufflebutt defending her title, with the wonderful Vicky coming back as a guest. And we shall see. Will we have some new faces? Will we have some returning faces? Who knows? You will have to join us at 8 p.m. on the 2nd of September on our Twitch channel to find out. But I believe that is everything, unless anyone has anything else to say.
De nada.
Nay.
No.
Well,
Mm-mm.
again, thank you all for joining us. Have a wonderful week, and as seems to be our sign off these days, don't be a dick.
Be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Goodbye,
Cheers,
everybody.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.